Ophis jangka District Medical and Health Officer Bhoi mentaka sengishi pau tarik nailur kalapenlong yaka jing Rakhe yaka World Suicide Prevention Day naga benta ban yada yaki babun ki mensim bakordor ki batmu ban shem mela ka jing im bar ban laj nakum kini ki jing ja babun ki mensim ha ka jing kut lat ki ju penkut yala ka jing im naga ba penyap yala de bat kapang jangka ni ka jing Rakhe yaka World Suicide Prevention Day kalong changing the narrative on suicide with the call to action. Yakani kajing Rakhe yaka World Suicide Prevention Day la sedang da kajing yat patba ki kena skul kabala sedang na nong po shopping complex bat lapan kut ha parish hall nong po ha kabala dan kajing yatai halor shibun ki lat jing yada ban penduna yakini kajing ja ki ba shim ya kajing im ladi kinong shim benta ha kane kajing yathir halor ki lat ban yada nakajing shim ya kajing im ladi ki kan thop ka Dr. Andrisha Mauyong, Assistant Professor na Shillong Medical College, u Orville Masar, ASP Bhoi, u ba SB Bla, u Officer Katanat Education, ka Kong Lamjingshai Peter Lingdo, Counselor ka DCPO Bhoi, bat ka Kong B Marai, Assistant Legal Aid Defense Counsel ka Bhoi.
Your life is precious. आत्महत्या मत करो. आत्महत्या मत करो. हमारी जिंदगी जरूरी है. हमारा life is precious. Life is precious.
This day, and what is the purpose or the need of observing this day? I think all of you can have one microphone.
So the main purpose that we observe this day, the World Suicide Prevention Day, is actually to create an awareness among all sections of people. See, for example, last day we invite students, teachers, and other members from the health department. I think from the National District Mental Health Program and the Dm&Ho office. So our main purpose here is to create awareness, so that we come with one idea that suicide is preventable. See, World Suicide Prevention Day actually was first established in 2003 by the International Association for Suicide Prevention in partnership with the World Health Organization, and each year on 10 September, World Suicide Prevention Day, it focuses on global attention so that there will be a unity or a cooperation, a collective work between different government departments, between different sections of people, so that we can talk more on this particular issue, on this particular topic, so that those people affecting with suicide will become more open, so that in this way we reduce the incidence of suicide.
Thank you so much. With regards to mental health, according to you personally, what is mental health and why do we need to talk about it openly?
Okay. When we talk about mental health, it actually it's the health of our our thinking, okay? Because most of our students, I would like to speak in a local language so that it will be easy for you to understand, okay? So this mental health, when we speak about mental health, kadi ka koi ka kia jangka jingmo japakhan joni iwai pa iwai. Naman ubrio ngidan kam mangin undi ekanka koi ka kia jangka mat ka phan no. Hendrei ngidan kam ru ka koi ka kia jangka jingmo japakhan. Naman lada ka jingmo japakhan joni kam koi ka kia ngem kemen ngidan kijing mo japakhan kiba penjenja kiba pensasi kiba pen khuslai jingmot te katu suki kakta ya ka jumbo japakha jami ha kakta ba kapalong ki no ki brio ki ra ki khna ki ramba mo te kapalong ki ha kata ko ba kisno kutlan anda kisno kutlan ka penpo ki sha do wakin ship ya ka jing ma jangro te kadang bali ka World Suicide Prevention kadang mentang nomor ba nikwa iwai pa iwai ibriu makin like na kaneka jinshin ya kajing lajong khnang bang inyo bat ai awareness siki ba kimdan malwai kidon pe kinang yaram kamdan kam no problem khel kam te ba kamdan solution kadon bai kinang yaram kidon tabang ide bandong kita ki Shillong mo bangin wan sikuman bangin wa kita kajing yaram te kami reply yang kata mental health tadi kami ni ketika jika jika jangka jimmo japakha juni.
A little insight of what suicide is all about, and can you briefly explain to us on the Mental Health Care Act 2017?
Thank you so much, sir, for your question. First of all, a very good morning to each and everyone present here. The Constitution of India, we have Article 21 of the Constitution of India, which is the highest law in the country. We have the right to life and liberty. Okay, we have the right to life and liberty. But in this Article 21, it does not talk about the right to death. We talk about the right to life and personal liberty. So if you take when the Constitution was framed, when God of freedom, when the Constitution was framed, that was the concept of Article 21 of the Constitution. So what is suicide? Suicide is the act of killing oneself. That is, we are using this right to kill ourselves or the right to die. We are using this right to die. Right? So as of right now, that is when the Constitution was drafted. But right now, because as the time goes on, they change, the law always changes with the time, with the need of the present time, with the need of the society, it always changes. As of right now, we have seen a vast difference in the law perspective with regards to suicide. Earlier, attempt to commit suicide. Suppose if one person attempted to commit suicide, but he was unable to commit the suicide, that was criminalized. Okay, it was considered as a crime. Okay, earlier we have in Section 309 of the IPC Act, it was criminalized. Suppose if you have attempted to commit suicide, you will be criminalized and FIR will be filed against you. So, commit suicide, it is due to stress, due to there is a mental disability. So, due to stress, due to mental disability. So, we should not punish such person, but we should provide for them with health care. We should provide for them with a way to receive recovery. We should give all the help which we can get from our side. So, the Parliament of India came up with the Mental Health Care Act in the year 2017, which was accepted in the year 2018. So under this Mental Health Care Act, we have the different rights of the persons with mental illness or persons with intellectual disability. So under this Mental Health Care Act, a person who is suffering from mental illness, he has the right to choose how he is to be treated, or what we call as advanced directive, how he is to be treated or how he does not wish to be treated. Okay? He has a right to a community living. He has a right to choose a nominated representative, or suppose if he is, there are times when he is...
My experience From what I've seen, and I'm very happy to also say to see that we are discussing this topic on mental health. We should not, I feel, we should not be waiting just on an auspicious day like today to discuss mental health. As a department, we try our best to do awareness programs wherever we go, schools, colleges, communities, young kids especially. And I will encourage that we continue these programs at every level that we can. Because mental health is a subject that is not discussed at all. From what I've understood, being in the police department also, as a police, I'm expected to be strong. I'm expected to exhibit courage, chivalry, be at the front. But even I'm a person. Even I can suffer from mental health. Anybody in this room can be suffering from mental health. I appreciate the test that Madam was giving. I hope the kids in those tests, especially kids, you were doing those tests seriously. This is not a test for you to pass and fail. This is a test for you to understand yourself and what you're going through. And as people who are the first responders and always the first people to reach the scene of a mental health situation or a suicide situation, it is not a pleasant thing to see. I would again encourage through the media to encourage the public. If there is a scene where there is a suicide or you think that there may be something going on, we as a public, we tend to want to go and see. We tend to want to record on video. We tend to want to show the world. But please understand, what you are recording, that is a family. That is somebody's family, that is somebody's sister. That is somebody's brother, that is somebody's father, mother, grandfather. Mental health can hit anybody at any age. It doesn't mean if you're a young child, mental health, you may not have it. It can hit anybody. Please understand, and please be aware that that is a family situation going on. Please don't record videos. Try to understand that that family.
I'm close to students at heart. The overall strategy of education department, in fact, now it's in collaboration with the health department, where in schools, all the schools have the health ambassadors and health doctors among the students also, and we have health clubs, health and wellness clubs, and we have different clubs in schools. Okay. Like the eco clubs, the Prahari clubs, where it's about drugs prevention and all that. So, kind of that is the strategy of education department. We won't have the direct strategy exactly like it's only in collaboration with other departments like the health and the social welfare department. And although we would like to have all the schools to have counselors, okay, that is also from my personal opinion, okay. I would like to have all the schools as counselors, but at present, and that is not yet. Only in some private schools, I think they have counselors. That is what I can say about education department. One more thing is that with regards to suicides, is that the problem in the modern world now is that I think we are too much stressing on the worshipping of the self. I think all of you will agree that we are too much stressing on the worshipping of the self, and also with this, what we call it, the post-truth era. With AI and all that, it's a post-truth era. So in that way, like sometimes we don't know what is true, what is not true. And that is a challenge also at times. And when you don't know what exactly you stand, so at times it can be confusing, it can be stressing to people. And that is from my part. And I urge my students also, because just now as I was driving towards this program, there's a saying that we tend to lose. I was listening to a podcast and it says that we tend to lose our way when we lost the why in our life. So that way,
us, you dear students, have a purpose in life, and that purpose in life will keep you going on. Okay? And